Morning folks, morning. So we're up at Spidean Bridge, just beside the Commando Memorial in the car park for the Nevis Range.
Yep.
We thought we'd start off with this cracking view.
Yep, just behind us as you can see. So a big massive amount of summits and Munros behind us, and as Michael said, get a wee glimpse of it just there. So that's the commando statue there. Right, but we're at Spidean and probably got about 50 minutes of driving ahead of us.
Yeah, so if you haven't guessed already, we're heading out for Munros today. We're heading to two up Loch Coich, Gleouraich and Spidean Mialach.
All the way in the Fort William region. Okay, so looking in front of us, this is our Munro. We're coming through Glengarry and we're under 5 miles away from where we're going to park up, which we're obviously in Gleouraich, and there's 2 summits within this route, and Michael is doing this country road very well. It is a bit rustic round here, it is a bit a rough road to drive, especially in the dark, but luckily we're doing it in the daylight, a bit more comforting. But yes, we have sight of our route before we park up. Nice area, and we'll see what happens when we get out. So, after leaving Edinburgh at 4 o'clock in the morning, a couple of stops along the way, but it's a 4-hour route, so started closer to about 20 to 9. We're in Gleouraich, just out with the main region of Fort William, and you can see how stunning we've started anyway. Michael and I have never actually been up to this region together. We've done a hell of a lot of Munros, but we've not been in this section until now. So started with quite a narrow path through these bushes. Literally started 5 minutes ago. But we've got 2 to buy today, and we're going to go in the reverse route. So we go up the steep side first, which we can't see any of this yet. We've got the steep sides first, round and up the back of it, and then we will descend down round the slope side. So reverse way from what Highland suggests, but either way it's a circular route.
Alright, Liam's doing a video a bit further up, but I'll do one here. So we're out at the rhododendrons, or nearly, and then we'll make our way onto the open hillside. Opposite is Gleouraich, which is another Munro in the area, and over that way, there's a 4th one. Don't ask me the name, I don't remember. But these 2 are Gleouraich and Spidean Mialach in the order that we're going to do them, or the attempt to do them. And so yeah, cars parked just down there, the other end of all this stuff at the bottom of the loch. There's, if I can get around far enough, the road's just there. So it's just basically up along the ridge. Sorry, it's basically up along the ridge and back down. Hopefully, that's the plan. Up into the snow, jacket and hat and scarf. It's too warm for all that stuff now. Glasses are steaming up though. What a view. There is some cloud above us and flurries of precipitation, but otherwise so far so good. There we are, Gleouraich Hills. Impressive. We're still heading up here. So we've actually traversed round the back of the mountain. Michael's just coming behind me. Wow, look at the sun coming out. Superb. Well, actually it's quite warm considering we're ploughing through Narnia at the moment. But yeah, straight on, should go down the Mialach, up around the back, and hopefully start seeing more height up here and see how long it takes us to get to number 1. So we're still ascending up the steep side of number 1, which is the way we decided to start off in reverse. Nearly, probably, what, 700 metres up? Sorry, 600 metres up. And it's just meandering round, but can't believe we don't require like extra layers in this, because at the moment, obviously there's a long way to go. At the moment, from bottom to here, there's been no breeze or there's been no chilliness or anything like that, so we're literally still in ski suits and obviously waterproof layers to make sure the snow doesn't get through the boots and whatnot. But it's actually a brilliant day considering we're going through about half a foot of snow, then maybe a foot, and then it shortens. It goes a bit less deep, then deep, etc. So it depends what's landed and how long it's been here, but it doesn't look like anyone's tread on this for a good few days or whatnot, so we're making our own footsteps here, but GPS will keep us right. In the meantime, we'll just carry on. Anything to add, Michael? No, at the moment, you covered everything.
Cool. Well, it looks like you're getting steeper with a few more cliff edges and whatnot, and we'll probably be up there soon enough. See how it goes. So obviously we're meandering up this. Up and over there will be the next part. It's a blind summit, so definitely know that for certain. But look, here's our wee footsteps all the way down, round the back of there, down, 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 and then along, traversing down back to where we're working our way up. But yes, whoever's coming down here next is going to have an easier job than us, because we're the ones that are breaking the snow. So we'll just need to stick doing that, and you know, it's just the way of it for us, because there's not been anyone else up before us. Yes, Michael?
Yeah, as I said, trail breaking's tough going, but someone has to do it.
Yep, definitely. Right, onwards.
Alright.
Alright.
Stop for a quick break, snack.
Yep.
Get some energy.
We're about 700 metres up or something at the moment. We've just this is our first proper sit down to have a proper drink and a proper bite to eat, to get some sugar in us and take a wee leg break, but not for long. But the weather's amazing, and there's not a gust of wind again, even at this height.
Yep, and we can now see our target, Monroe. So I'll spin you around. So we've got a bit of a bank of fog, a snow bow if the phone's picking it up, or a fog bow, and then round there is our first summit. Second summit somewhere over there, and then we come back down to the loch.
Okay. Right, so I've just made my way through this Mialach here. I'm just waiting here for my trustworthy companion, who should be through the mist somewhere. You just got to remember, those who are coming up, make sure that you can always see who you're hiking with. You never know if they've taken a tumble, or if they're just stopped for a break, or if they're pretty much okay or not. So I'll just hang fire here for 5 minutes, see where the snow is actually blown in from this side over the last few weeks or few months. So it seems to have just glided up the side of this hill. So you can see it's just swept in here, and that's how this hasn't been disturbed at all. But that should take us at least 900 metres up once we get up there, and then I think there's a wee bit more of a ridge up the top there that will take us hopefully within touching distance of our first cairn. Sun's still beaming down on us here, and as I said, you can see my footprints all the way back to the Mialach, and there's actually a wee tip of a Monroe coming out there, and another one there. There's a lot in this surrounding area. Trying to just see which way it would be, but we're actually north of the South Glen Shield Ridge, which I can't see because of the inversion of cloud here. But we are absolutely surrounded in beautiful views, but also this inversion of cloud. I mean, it's nice enough, it's actually quite heavenly, to be honest. But yeah, the direction we're going is up there, over and round, somewhere about here, and then we can make our way to number 2 and then descend down. But good news, I can see Michael, so I'm all good to carry on. Perfect. Okay, so still plodding on. Pace is adequate. I've always been kind of trail breaking the snow. As you can see, Michael should hopefully just be down that slope there. I'll wait for him, but look at all this peeking out. I can even get a view of the loch and down the moors. Couple of sheds and bothies. Even had a glimpse at the bridge back there. But I'm going to keep heading up here, up and around, and I'll zoom in over that ridge, and then the clouds just moved away and we'll keep heading over to number 2. Well, the only way is up. Fair enough. See if I can spot Michael. He should be coming up over that in a minute. There he is. Good stuff. Still breaking the trail for him, but the views were certainly worth it. And hopefully if we get up that, and then you can see it descends down a wee bit and across, and hopefully number 2. Getting there, getting there.
Last wee bit, last 70 metres or so. Liam's already 2/3 up. I just don't like this terrain. After falling through it a couple of years ago, I think I'm a bit put off by it now. Beautiful day though.
So, Michael's back there, but I'm going to take a stab at the over 850, 900 metres surely, because I've just got a wee blind summit up behind me there, and then we should see sight of hopefully a cairn. You can see I'm absolutely sweating. Inversion of cloud, tons of tops poking out, and you can see our trail path all the way behind us from where we came. But I'm just going to wait for Michael to come up behind me, and then we'll get carrying on. Wow. This incline will take us up to the first summit, but you just got to be cautious of these edges here, because this is snow that's just actually just hanging off. So always make sure that you're way in from that. The other tracks you're seeing are deer or wild hare, and they're a lot lighter than a human. So, well, deer maybe not, but there was some little baby ones kicking about, little tiny calves. So they must have been playing, but we'll just play it safe, make sure we don't go too close to that, avoid any accidents. Where's Michael? There he is. Okie dokie. Let's go. So I've came a wee bit up and over, so I can't see the full dip, but way down there was that wavy kind of edge part of the Munro that we've seen heading up to the final summit, if you want to call it that, because we've got this to do. But as far as I'm aware, that teeny little bit of rock up there, that one just in the middle there, that's our cairn. At least we can see it. Oh Jesus, that was steep, very steep. Wow. And I am gazing upon what we've been trying to get to. There is the beloved cairn of summit number 1. By God, am I happy to see it. Just took a little fall back there and hit my elbow, but Thank Christ, nothing major, and let's see what I'm rewarded with. Yes. Well, I can't say it wasn't worth it. Thank Christ. And there he is, just down there. He'll be with me in 5 minutes. Hello.
Alright, summit number 1, Gleouraich.
Yep.
1,035 metres. I'll convert that to feet later.
Yep, so 1,035 metres hiked up from the car to here. As we said, this is number 1. And what we need to do is go over there and kind of traverse down. So there's a slight decline down in that valley there. If you can see, no idea. And then up and over there. It's a fair chunk to go, but we'll see how we get on. But we're delighted to be at number 1. Eh?
Yep, delighted. It's taken an age.
Yep.
I know we've got snow and everything to trudge through, but
Yep.
we're about 5 hours since we started.
5 hours in, but basically it's like 7 hours summer conditions. But we've got this was the hardest one. Like, this was like really high, and there was nobody here before us, so we had to totally trek and break every bit of snow from
the trail that we've left.
Bottom to top. The trail that we've left, some of the snow, I've had one fall and hit my elbow, but it's alright, don't worry. And obviously pace through snow totally reduced us down, but we're not worried about that because obviously it's absolutely scorching, and we've just layered up because we're at the top and we're standing still. So, but yeah, decent, eh?
Yep, good so far. Good so far. Glad to get the first one done.
Yep, because the second one should be a wee bit more straightforward, but great progress, and we'll crack on.
Absolutely.
So, trudging through the deep snow again, heading for number 2. Basically, we bumped into a few guys that had done it the other way around from us, so we chose to do it in reverse. Personally, I think it was the better choice because they all have a really slow descent back down because it's really steep and really craggy. So whereas ours is a wee bit more settled. So I say that we are dipping down this over this ridge here and along there. Once we've hit the summit somewhere in the background there, and we'll go down, and hopefully that'll take us back safely to the car. But yeah, fair chunk to go yet, but maybe over halfway. So when we were at the first summit, this is what we're trying to show you, is that we're going to scramble across these rocks here and go down that ridge there, and then there is a couple of summits that we go over, a couple of tops, and our number 2 is at the end there. But yeah, so we just break the snow in this area, just stay away for the edge obviously, just keep yourself in a bit, in case any cornice or excess snow on the edge just collapses. But yeah, it looks like we go over these down there, and that's what we're trying to show you at the summit. But I'm not sure how the selfie video worked, and the glare on the phones is a bit much. But yeah, that's the plan. So we've just descended from up and around that bit there. There's quite a few crags and cliffs, pretty steep, quite slippy, but that was Gleouraich, which was summit number 1. And then when we go forward, that's Spidean Mialach, as far as I'm aware, and that would be number 2. So sun's still beaming down on us. We did hit our, I think it was 1,130 metres or something around that. We'll clarify later. And the second one's pretty much over 1,100 or over 1,000 metres as well, so they're both pretty big today. But once we get down the dip behind us here, then up to the top, and we'll hopefully morale boost from that, because it's always nice to hit a summit, let alone the final one of the day. So quick pit stop just now as it's heating up again, so jackets off, and let's see how the next bit goes. So, a bit gutted and a bit knackered. Christ knows how Michael's feeling, because he's not a big fan of the snow and he's a wee bit further back, but that's just been how today is, because it's a lot bigger than what we thought, this route of two. And obviously with the snow, like, not many people have been up here, so we've had to break it in the whole way, but probably going to be a couple of hours over our estimated time, just purely because of how deep the snow is and how much effort it's taken to do this. And Michael's just down there, so, and you can see the sun's actually setting now, but I should hopefully be about 10 minutes from the summit, so I'll let you know. I'm just taking a wee stop so that we're closer together. I mean, the views are beautiful, but yeah, you know, this is where you start getting, like, your legs start kicking in, and your thighs and your calves and all that start to feel it. And I think morale will boost up when we hit summit 2, but we've still got a long way down, so we'll try and perk it up. But you know, still going well, gratefully what we've done. And hopefully the next time we check in, we're descending in a fair chunk back towards the finish. Okay. Hey, summit number 2, Spidean. Thank God for that. That was way longer than I thought. Not going to downgrade it, but that was a hell of a challenge. Enjoyment turned to frustration, frustration turned to eagerness, eagerness turned to determination, and determination turned to success. So I'm here, and Michael should be here soon, and there's the sun setting. Right, thank goodness. So, as you can see, Michael in front of me, we're descending down from number 2. So we're delighted to have hit both summits today. Obviously there's pros and cons to everything. That the pro was that we have done both of them, and we're pretty proud of that because of the conditions that we've been in for, you know, I don't know, about 7 hours or something so far. I think it might take us about 9 in total due to that. So very trying, but obviously rewarded with sunrises this morning, sunsets that are happening right now as I'm walking, and just the views are crazy. Like, they've been like this all day, so can't really complain. But yeah, absolutely gigantic route, these two. More, I mean, we did estimate that it would be, but a lot of blind summits, a lot of you know, incline and decline, you know, dropping from one to the other and back up again. But anyway, that's number 2 up and over there, and working our way down. And instead of going that way, which is the way we walked in, there's a split just down here that will take us out. So hopefully we can check in music at the car.